Hello, my name is Dr. Eno Nsima Obad, and by way of introduction, I'm a board certified internal medicine physician in addition to being a professional life coach. So, if this is your first time of seeing any of my video blogs or coming onto my website, welcome. I'm a little more subdued than I usually am, and that is because I have a topic that has been weighing very, very heavily on my mind over the last week. And initially, I was going to vlog, video blog about something else entirely different. And then, as the time came closer to posting this week's article, I decided that I needed to be open and vulnerable with you all and really bring this to the attention rather than just internalizing it and moving on, as we all tend to. And the topic surrounds the suicide of at least two personalities in the last week that we know of, one of them being Anthony Bourdain, a CNN personality, in addition to being a chef, a New York chef. And quite frankly, I really admired Anthony Bourdain. I loved his shows, going around the world, his ability to absorb different cultures and their foods and their ethnicities and bring that to the TV screen almost every week. And then the other personality was Kate Spade, a fashion designer. Both of these individuals took their own lives approximately about a week ago. And so I have decided to come to you again on the topic of mental health. Now, a month ago was Mental Health Awareness Month, and I wrote a blog article about mental health, about how mental health, especially depression, needs to be identified and resources. But I think it's important to bring this to the forefront again because perhaps you or someone you love are currently dealing with depression or mental health issues and feel isolated. And I want to say, I hear you. We hear you. But more importantly, we need to stop as a society from stigmatizing mental health and having people feel isolated like they're alone. You know, I've heard the description of depression leading to suicide. I've heard it described as being in a black tunnel and feeling that there's no way out, and feeling this pain and this burden, this sense that you are a burden or that the person suffering is a burden to society and those who love them, and that the only way out seems to be suicide. We need to be more vulnerable with each other. We need to be able to reach out and say, I need help. And the only way we can do that is by having open conversations about the topic of mental health without apportioning blame, be it a struggle with drugs, mental illness, stressors in everyday life, or whatever it may be that brings a person to that brink. We need to be open with each other and be able to say, I need help. It's a screening tool that I'm going to attach to this video that allows you to ask questions to see whether this person, or even yourself, for instance, are at risk of taking their own life. More importantly, do not apportion blame or do not appear to judge. Seek out resources for your loved one or yourself. Now, on the proactive side, in other words, ways to, I shouldn't say prevent mental health disorders, but to be proactive about your overall well-being, I have often spoken about creating what I call a well-being toolkit. Now, it's not a literal kit, but it is resources that you put together to support your own health and well-being. And it's important, especially in this fast-paced society that we live in, to be able to take care of yourself. Now, I know this blog is mainly for women, and I know that as women, being caregivers, that we tend to put ourselves last and so end up depleted. But it's always important to be able to fill our own cup. And so a well-being toolkit is some of the things that you may find help you to replenish your energy, be it spiritual, mental, or emotional energy. Some of the things I have in my toolkit include exercise. And as you're well aware, exercise is an important source of helping release of endorphins. So maybe that's what exercise does for me. It improves my overall sense of well-being. And I know that when I don't exercise, that I tend to feel down. And so I identify that and know that I can only but go a few days without exercising. Now that may be totally different for you, but it's important to connect and look inside and explore what supports you. But more importantly, if you have been suffering from a depressed mood, a sense of uneasiness, not feeling internally stable, it's important to reach out for help. And there are different resources, and again, I'm going to post them again on this video blog, because it's important to have a conversation, to be open, to be vulnerable about mental health so that we can put a stop to this. Again, it's no respect of persons. Know that you are not alone. Know that you can seek help. Know that you are loved and that there is nothing wrong with you. I hope that this video is reaching out to one person, and that one person is on the brink, watches this and believes that they can give life another chance. That's all I'm asking. And if there's anybody who you know is struggling with mental health issues, please share this video with them also. Hopefully the next time I'm back on, we'll have some other topics to discuss. I welcome your comments. I welcome your stories. And I welcome you into the space of being able to feel vulnerable. So let's continue the conversation around mental health. Until next time, this is Dr. Eno signing off.